Why don't you see if you can recall that? Because you know what else I want to talk about is I want to talk about your latest project, For Heaven's Sake.
Oh, that.
That.
Oh, yes. It's really a gospel thing. It's sort of for in Modesto. I was with two musicians. John Wyatt wrote me a song about the arts. And can I sing that song for you?
I would love it if you would sing for us.
Okay, he wrote me a song, and I sing it to all the audiences that we go to, and all of a sudden they seem to understand. The show must go on. Make sure the marquee's lit. The show must go on. Don't let the spotlight sit. The future's at stake. Our schools now implore us. Just give kids the chance, and you'll see one day their skills will advance. Move over, make way. The arts must keep their place in education. The show must go on. Come on and board the bus. The show must go on. The children count on us. The curtain must rise. So strike up the chorus. Yes, it's a fact you'll find. The arts expand the mind in science, history, English, math, biology, zoology, and even sociology, psychology, mythology, and also genealogy, pomposity, verbosity. I'm losing my velocity, but let's keep the arts alive. Let's keep young hearts alive, because the show must go on. Do you like that?
Carol Channing, if someone ever told me I'd have Carol Channing singing on the show, I would have died on the spot.
Oh, really?
Really? Come on. Thank you for that.
Anyway, those other subjects have nothing to do with the arts, but it gets you. Suddenly you understand those other subjects.
Carol, I'm going to go on the air live for 5 seconds, and then I'm coming back to talk to you. Would you hold the line for 5 seconds?
You bet.
Thanks, sweets.
Oh, good. We weren't live.
No.
That's wonderful.
Oh, you heard that, hey?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're sneaky. Okay, so I want you said something in it. It made me want to ask you this question. You talked about singing that song you just shared with us with your audiences, and you remind me. Liza Minnelli was on the show not very long ago, and
I love her.
Oh, she's wonderful, and I think that people react to you the same way they react to her. It's very delirious. Your audiences love you. You must understand that.
Oh, thank you. Anyway, they love Liza too.
Oh, they love both of you. What's
yes.
Now? Do you because you know some stuff happened in the press a couple of years ago with a group of your fans? Does that hurt the heart a bit? Because there was a whole worldwide thing. It got blown out of proportion for a lot of people, and how does that affect you as just a person who's got a deep connection with her audience?
That you what up for an audience?
What
did you just say, Sean?
Oh, I said you've got such a great relationship with your audience, and
I see.
In the past, though, there was some things with your gay audience, and it got a lot of attention focused on it, and it caused a lot of confusion. And how is that for you to have to handle?
Oh, there's no handling the gay audience. They're very, very warm and friendly. And another thing I notice, I keep asking them, do you have a yell leader or something? Because they're up in the balcony in the mezzanine. They were the first to approve of me that I knew of in New York, in a little review called Lend an Ear. And I was doing all different characters, and they just loved it. But I noticed that they don't want to over-laugh or over-applaud or carry on and be too noisy, because it irritates people around them who aren't used to making noise. And they were very careful. They're very careful. For instance, on an opening night, it annoys the critics. They think you have a clack. And we queer people are so careful not to overdo it. They get the joke faster. They get it. They understand what's funny about it, and then they don't carry it too long, and they all stop at once. And so we were meeting after the show with a whole group of them, and I said, "Were you up in the mezzanine?" "Yes." "Well, do you have a yell leader or something? Because you're so careful. You stop, all of you, at the same time,
so
that you don't annoy anybody."
What was all that nonsense about a few years ago then? When those magazine articles? Do you remember a magazine article came out and it was quoting you and the Bible and gay people and there was a lot of attention on things that you had said.
Did I say something against anybody?
Well, it was taken that way. I mean, we never know what gets said in an interview, right? But
I couldn't have said anything against it. I couldn't have. I'm too grateful.
You sound someone like I said with Liza Minnelli who loves her audience as much as the audience loves them.
Oh, well, I don't know about that, but I know the first time I was ever on stage, I suddenly realized, gee, that's what I was in fourth grade, and I was 7 years old, and it was my first time on the school auditorium stage. Bobby Schmaltz, you don't know him, he nominated me, and we were supposed to tell, if someone nominates you, why they should vote for you, and I talked to Bobby. I talked on the stage, and I realized, they need to laugh. They need to anyway, I felt this rush of recognizing each other.
How wonderful.
And I thought, I want to do this. I want to, on my gravestone, I want written, "She lifted people's lives."
She lifted people's lives. Well,
that's what I want.
Carol
that's
Channing,
all I ever wanted to do.
You have.
Yep, that's all I ever wanted to do. And boy, anyway, if you say they don't love you, their lives are lifted. That's what I want to do.
Carol, well, thank you for doing that all of your life, and thank you for spending some time with us today.
Oh, I'm glad you know how to pronounce Prue.
I'm glad I know how to pronounce Prue, too.
I am. I've seen that LX before and wondered how, yes, it's French, isn't it?
It is. It's French-Canadian.
Oh, French-Canadian.
It is.
That's a good audience at the Queen Elizabeth
up
Theater.
In Montreal or something? Yeah.
No, not Montreal.
Quebec City, maybe?
Wait a minute. It's, well.
It doesn't matter. They're all good audiences because it's Carol Channing up on the stage.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, I'm very glad to talk with you. What kind of an article could that have been? How could anybody say that? I could never say that.
Well, I'm glad you cleared it up. That's wonderful, and I'm glad that you spent some time with us today. Thank you, Carol Channing.
Oh, I'm glad to be with you. Thank you so much, Sean.
Bye-bye.
All right. Please, did you know that many years ago, the first tour of Hello, Dolly, I was made your queen?
I didn't know that.
Yes, sir, in San Francisco. And boy, that was a ceremony.
Carol?
I've got to tell you, it was the greatest thing that ever hit San Francisco, and there wasn't a blonde wig left in any beauty shop or any place in San Francisco, they tell me.
Can I just tell you one thing?
What?
I love you.
Oh, gee, I certainly am grateful to you. We'll meet, won't we, Sean, one day?
I think we will meet one day, Carol Channing.
Then I'll be able to love you.
Bless you. Bye-bye.
Okay. Bye-bye, Sean. Thank you. Bye-bye.